Vicky Roy is also with us. He's an ace photographer. He now joins us. Vicky Roy की कहानी भी बहुत ही रोचक है. उन्होंने स्ट्रीट्स को सरवाइव किया है एज ए यंग चाइल्ड और अब एक बड़े कामयाब और काबिल फोटोग्राफर हैं. और उन्होंने जो उनका प्रोजेक्ट है उसका नाम है द इनविजिबल्स. विकी रॉय, इस कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है. मैं सबसे पहले आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, द इनविजिबल्स प्रोजेक्ट क्या है?
द इनविजिबल प्रोजेक्ट है कि बेसिकली 2 साल पहले हमने ये प्रोजेक्ट सेव द चिल्ड्रन ने मुझे ऑफर किया ये करने के लिए. और आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड जब मुझे ये प्रोजेक्ट मिला कि कि मैं खुद ऐसे सिचुएशन से आता हूँ. और मुझे पता है कि जब शेल्टर होम में रहता था और मैं बड़ा हो रहा था, उसके बाद जब हमें बैंक अकाउंट खुलवाना था या अपना आईडी कार्ड बनाना था तो हमें धिकार देते थे. अगर अपने
जिस एनजीओ में हम रहे हैं वहाँ का अगर हम वो लेके जाते थे बिजली बिल, तो वो तो कहते थे कि ये तो तुम्हारे फादर का नाम नहीं है, मम्मी का नाम नहीं है, तो बनाते नहीं थे. तो हम ना, हमारा अगर हमें कुछ चीज आता भी है ना, तो टेक्निकली हम अपने आप को बहुत कमजोर पाते थे. तो कोई आईडी प्रूफ नहीं होने की वजह से ना हम हमेशा अपने आप को छोटा और हमेशा वो कमजोर पाते थे. तो जब ये प्रोजेक्ट मिला और जब हम ये प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे थे तो वो सेम चीज मैं इन बच्चों के अंदर देख पा रहा था, बिकॉज इनको भी कहीं ना कहीं ये प्रॉब्लम से गुजरना पड़ा है. और प्लस जब इनके पास में फाइनली वो एक आईडी प्रूफ बन के आया तो इनके चेहरे पे एक अलग मुस्कान थी, जैसा आप ये फोटोज में देख सकते हैं. कि और मैंने उसी तरीके से कोशिश किया कि ठीक है स्ट्रीट पे रहते हैं हम, ठीक है, बट ना क्या है कि ये जब मैंने फोटो इस तरीके से शूट किया कि कोई इसे दया की नजरिए से ना देखे कि ये बहुत ऐसा है वैसा है. क्योंकि जब हम सलाम बालक में रह रहे थे हमें चीजें मिल रही थी, हमारे लिए वो लग्जरी था. हमें शेल्टर होम में जो फैसिलिटी मिलती है हमारे लिए वो लग्जरी था. और मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि एक लोअर मिडिल क्लास को जो फैसिलिटी मिलती है,
फर्क कितना पड़ा? मेरे हिसाब से तो ये एक बहुत ही जबरदस्त और इट्स एन इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी व्हाट वी आर हियरिंग एट दिस मोमेंट. विकी रॉय, एंड सम ऑफ योर पिक्चर्स आई कैन सी ऑन द साइड. आई मस्ट से दैट दीज आर रिमार्केबल पिक्चर्स. Not just the composition, not just the frame, but the thought behind these pictures. जो आपने भाव लगाए हैं, जो आप भाव उत्पन्न करने की कोशिश की है, वो काबिले तारीफ है. संजय रॉय भी हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं. संजय रॉय runs this Salam Balak Trust. In fact, Vicky is a student of the Salam Balak Trust. Sanjay, how does it feel to see an idea taking shape where you can see that the intention with which you went ahead with an idea has taken proper shape?
Thanks so much. Thank you, NDT, for doing this and Save the Children. And, really proud of people like Vicky. Vicky's photographs today, you can see across the world in most of the biggest museums of the world, including at the World Trade Center, which he photographed for a while, as you all know. But really, Salam Balak Trust is, it's 30 years old. We started it when street children wasn't necessarily either the flavor of the moment. But it's just so important. I mean, these are kids, we're talking about social distancing now. Well, these are kids who always face social distancing as many different aspects of our society. And it's so important even today, where there's even less support on the streets, for you guys to be able to focus on the needs of the children who have nothing. They don't come under any scheme. They have no access to any kind of facilities. And really, as Vicky said and Save the Children said, they're the voiceless and nameless, but they are citizens of India, and they have rights to a livelihood, a safe place to stay, food, education, and most importantly, the right to dream of a better future, which unfortunately again and again is denied of them.
Sanjay, Pranay here, lovely to have you with us. Of course, I've been following your work for years and it's just amazing. In your day-to-day functioning, we call these children invisible. Of course, one of the problems is they don't have a vote. If they had a vote, they'd be really visible. But apart from that, do you find in interacting with them, the parents can sometimes be a little conservative, especially with their daughters, and not let them develop and don't look after them as well as they could? Are there impediment, and how do you handle that?
So, Pranay, most of the kids who we look after are kids who run away from home, so they're not with their parents.
Right.
So they've come, they're in the big cities, and they leave their home. So you can imagine what a huge step it is for a child who's 7 or 9 or 12 to actually leave home, girl or boy. The girls obviously have far more difficult situations because there's the kind of social pressure that you find. Unfortunately, the new laws that we have to cope with, the kids are willy-nilly sent home, and we keep trying to tell the courts that not every home is welcoming. And that's the nature of any family anywhere in the world where mental health, great poverty, alcoholism, drugs, etc. These are some of the causes why the kids leave home to begin with. So what we try and do is empower them, try and see if they go home, can we find a place in the local school where we sort of create a golden goose situation.
And how is it working in the lockdown?
In the lockdown, it's very difficult. Of course, for our kids in the home, they're just amazing, and they've taken to the lockdown incredibly. We thought it would be really problematic, but it's really our staff who are really at the forefront of this, like all of these others who, the doctors and nurses, they're working 7 days a week because we don't want them to go in and out of the shelter homes. So they're pretty much part of that regime that they have to stay there 7 days a week. So the kids are fine who are at home. Kids on the street, and there's a growing number with street families, kids on the street. For them, of course, it's very difficult. What is the Lakshman Rekha for them? Is it the 1 square foot that they have where they sleep or they stay in? I mean, we don't get it when you say in India, don't leave your home. The street is their home. So where is it that you want them to go?
Tragic.